gonna put mud around this patch now, and I could put a little bit more with my 3-inch knife, but I've got to bridge it out further. So I don't really think I'm going to use this. Now, if you want, you could use this for just the lower areas, like right in there. But you know what? Ultimately, I'm going to float out this entire area, so I really don't have to use the 3-inch. I'm going to use my 6-inch. Okay. I've got enough mud, hopefully, to do this whole area. And on this, I'm gonna extend it out this way as well as this way, but I'm gonna put extra in the middle. I'm gonna get rid of this purple area because I want to float it out further. Here's where the tape is from here to there. Well, I'm gonna end up going out further now. Okay, is it gonna be actually 6 inches further? Both directions? Maybe not both directions, but you know, we'll see. We'll see how much mud I've got, and if I have to get more and put more up here, I will. Okay, see, I'm gonna kind of blend that in, and because I'm doing that, we're not going to see this patch at all, are we? No, we're not. That's the idea. Not only do you have to go on the inside of this patch, don't forget, here I got my fingers in there because I was holding my fingers up too high. Just have to be careful about that. I might want to resituate my little ladder. Right now I'm just going to kind of concentrate on getting that purple covered up just to build it up. Okay? And I'll probably have to mix up a little bit more mud, but that's okay, I can do that. I can just use the light as the trim edge, you know, use that as my straight edge going around the patch. And where I need it on my knife, I can just put it right there in the tip of my knife. That's the little can light attachment right there that's hanging there. I probably should get that out of my way. Okay. Now I can concentrate on adding it on the outside. And before I go any further, I don't have much mud here left. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and try to use most of it up.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and mix up some more mud.
You got plenty.
If you think that's enough mud right there, you're wrong. It is around here, but you see where it's still dry? The tape line is from here to here. Now I want to bridge that out at least this far, all the way around the patch. From here I want to go back this way a little bit. I still want to come back over here because I've got my construction light on. I can see exactly where I need to go. Okay, so time to mix up a little bit more mud. Get right back to you. I mixed up some more mud, and incidentally I cleaned out my pan before I mixed up any additional mud. Okay, I do that all the time. Some people do it every other pan. I do it every time. Okay, so I'm going to add more mud to the outside. I'm just going to wipe it on there like that. And as I go, I'm going to try to keep more pressure as I take it off. I'm going to put my finger like that and push on there. I'm going to try to let the right hand side float off of there so that I can kind of get it on there right. Okay, might take you a little bit of practice. Just put it on tight over here and then kind of wipe off. Okay, that's how you're going to put it on. You're going to put it on this way. You're not going to put it on I mean, you can wipe it on like that, but you're going to pull it that way. You don't want to go back into your wet mud. Okay, so I'm going to put some more on there. Wipe the edges off, so as I put it up, I try not to get any of it getting down on the floor. Okay, if I get some on the floor, you know, I'll have to wipe it up. See how much more I'm putting up, because I want to get, I'm gonna get the patch out there a little bit bigger, so wherever I need more mud I can put it up there and take it off, push on that one over on this edge. I got my finger over here and I just push tighter and I kind of skim that off as I go. That's why these blades are kind of flexible. You might not have known that. The first time I put sheetrock mud up, I didn't really know that concept. Nobody ever taught me that. And I watched my main sheetrockers all the time, and it just looked like they're just going flat all the time. Little did I know there was a secret behind it. I put pressure over here, letting my inside float. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do right there. Okay? Once this dries, if I feel like I want to put a little bit more quickset up there, I can mix up a little bit more and do a tight skim on there, knowing that I'm going to get it all. Especially if you see any high ridges or low ridges that you thought, oh, I should put a little bit more on. You keep playing with it, keep playing with it, keep playing with it on the second coat, and you don't get it exactly perfect. Don't fret about it. Let that dry, and then you can scrape off any high edges after it dries, and you can fill in any low edges with a tight skim of quickset after that, before you get into this area with your all-purpose joint compound. You put your all-purpose joint compound on there too quick, and if there's any deep gouges, and if you only put one coat all-purpose joint compound up there, guess what happens? Yes, it dries, and when it dries, it shrinks, and then you're going to see the line, any deep little grooves or gouges again. Okay, that's why I try to get it tight with the quickset first. As you can see, the patches are starting to take shape. Yeah. I basically want to go over that just a little bit more when it dries, I think. And as for all these little ones, I won't be going over those again with any more quickset, okay? Because I got those good enough. They were smaller. It's just this one here, I'm going to put a little bit more on it once this dries, okay? Well, since I put the quickset on, it's not going to take that long for it to dry. This is the second coat. It's not as thick maybe as the first coat, so it shouldn't take as long to dry. Just keep an eye on it and remember to let it dry hard enough before your next coat. Now, at this point, if you wanted to put all-purpose joint compound over this big patch in the middle, let this dry pretty good before you start with your all-purpose joint compound. All right, I guess, you know what? It's really not lunchtime yet. It's a little bit early for lunchtime, but I'm going to take it anyways, and that'll let this dry plenty for me to come back here for the next coat.
Yeah.